know what that is. Might be a halftime. I think that's what that is. Oh yeah, it's a seated. Alright guys, something big and round in this hole. Right there. Let's see what it is. Oh, no doubt. It's a cut real. Oh man, that's awesome. I can't believe it. Oh, it's the third piece out here today. Alright, that's awesome. I'm gonna keep going. Alright everyone, I'm out at one of my permissions. I had a change of plans this morning. My friend got sick. We didn't go to the spot where we were gonna go, so I headed out to one of my spots I've been kind of wanting to check out anyway before the farmer gets out here and plows these fields. I think in one of my videos not too long ago, I was here just checking it out to see if they'd plowed it under or if they'd planted anything, which it's still a little early in the season for that. So, and there was a house on that point down there for sure. And I've been in through these fields with other people, but not heavily. So hopefully we'll find something in here. Doesn't look too wet. It's been raining. So we'll get to it, see what we can find. Also, that's a piece of the property over there, but right now, and I think there's stuff over there. There and over there. And I think there's going to be stuff there because I found flat buttons and stuff in this area, but it's so, the pine trees are so small and it's so overgrown you can't even walk in there right now. Well, I'm in cotton country. And there's still cotton stubble here, so I just found a piece of interesting looking pottery. Look at that design on there. Yeah, something round. Maybe a coin, maybe just a modern penny or something. Let's see what that is. Yeah, that is a modern zinc penny. Oh well, at least it's a coin. Alright, I'm not finding much in this field. I know I get towards the back, I might start finding some stuff where the old house was, but a lot of aluminum. There's a little brass into a rivet for a saddle. Probably the oldest thing so far. Alright, I just got a piece of harmonica reed down in that hole, which there's a little rise right here. I know, like right from that pine tree down there out, right about there, there was a house. So, and then the field continues, and there's actually, if you see a dead tree way back there, there's a barn falling down right in those woods. But it's so trashy back there you can't do it. And then it starts to drop to like a swamp back there, and I've been in there a little bit and it's really hard. See that house right there? When I first started coming out here only a couple years ago, somebody was living in that house. Not in there now, and it's like deteriorating really quick. I don't know, maybe one of the storms damaged the roof or something. Kind of old piece of brass down in that hole with a little serrated edge. Maybe a gear, I don't know. I did find a KG copper coin in this field. And some flat buttons, so there was some old activity and then some more modern stuff with the house that's in the back. Kind of one of those fields that you just can't quite figure out. Alright, well the house was in this general area and I've been out here when it's been completely plowed smooth as could be. You could see the brick and stuff on the ground. I know I'm getting close because I'm finding some lead. This looks like window lead actually. Well, in this hole I got a coin or a button or something because of flipping the dirt out. Shift it over here. Let's see what it is. It's right there. It's like a coin. And it is a modern-ish Jefferson nickel. Has a little age on it. Kind of got that red look to it. Alright, but it's a coin. Well, in where the house used to be, because I'm starting to see some pottery. That's a big piece of crockery right there. There's a lot of nails in here. It's really rough going where the stalks from the cotton weren't cut all the way down. But I just found a piece of old black glass. So, probably the oldest piece of glass I've found in this area. There goes some milk glass right there. So I have no idea how old the house that sat right here was. There's some brick right there. So there's a big swath cut in here between the stalks. I'll spend a little time in here, see if I can find anything. It's a good signal, so I'm going to give it the whammy and dig it. And it's a 93, 94, and it's kind of wispy. I'm not sure. There it is. Just a big piece of copper pipe. That's why it had such a good tone. At least it's not aluminum. Been digging a lot of that. Well, I think I just got a coin after making the decision to leave. But I'm gonna head about an hour south of here. But there's a coin, and it is a wheat penny. So I'm gonna take that and show you the year later. Well, alright, you can see how far I've come. Going back to the truck. Gonna head to a plantation site about an hour south of here. My friend David is feeling a little bit better, so he's gonna meet me out there. We got a nice area where they've cut big trenches for planting pine trees. They do that when it's wet, so they can put the saplings in and they won't rot. They put them up on the rises. So we're gonna go out there before they plant and see what we can find. He found a couple of musket balls out there. So, like I said, it's about an hour from here, so I gotta get going. It's gonna be there around noon. I know there's stuff on that house site back there, but a lot of aluminum. I don't understand the people throwing the aluminum down in these fields and stuff. I guess at one time they thought it would deteriorate, kind of like iron does. They just threw it down. Or they're just pigs. Probably both. Alright, I'll see you when I get to a new spot. Alright, I'm out at that spot I mentioned. Had a little trouble. We almost got stuck in a truck, so it took a little while to get out here. But one of the friends that we metal detect with found a script eye out here last time, and I've been out here before. But right on the edge where they dug this big pit, I'm getting signals. A signal down in here. I don't know what kind of signal, but I kind of hear it down in there. Got it out. It's right here somewhere. Is anything good? Hope so. Where are you? There you are. Well, that's a nail, so it's not that. Huh, it's kind of a scratchy signal sound. Oh yeah, cleared it up some. Yeah, I'll sit right there for a second. It's over on this side. I did find a piece of a cauldron a second ago too. I didn't show it. But see, the lip of a cauldron. Might be more nails in here. Oh, got some brick in there. Huh. It's iron. Might be big iron. And what a cauldron. Oh, there it is. A piece of a hoe, actually. There's a script eye button on. See if you can see David's hat in there. Found over there, and I just found an old piece of lead. They were casting something because that looks like it was dripped onto the ground and filled a hole in. There's a piece of a horseshoe down in there. Alright, I'll take it. Well, down in that hole, a little piece of a lock plate. So there's liable to have been a house site on that hole they dug. And I looked up over here to my right, and piece of pottery. Yep. This is where they threw the spoils up on the side up here. I don't see anything else in it though. I might go over it real quick. Well, this is where the deer have been going down to get water. Right on the edge. Look at this shell edge pottery. It's pretty old. Well, right here is a big mound where they were digging and throwing stumps and stuff in this hole. I guess at one point they actually decided to fill it back in. But I just got something deep in that hole. I don't know what this is. Huh. Any ideas, let me know. I have no idea what that is. Huh. But it's old and it's brass. Well, I thought it was a shotgun head stamp at first, but I think it's some kind of jeans button or something. It's got stars on it. It's got a iron on the back. Well, down that hole, I think it's a light gauge railroad spike. Probably used for logging and maybe even older than that, I'm not sure. Alright, I don't know what this is. It looks interesting. It's in this hole. Here it is right here. I can barely see it. Let's see what that is. Huh, I don't know what that is. It's a broken piece of brass. Very interesting. And in that hole, a little brass ring, and you can see where it's almost worn through where it was attached to something. Might have been a chain. Finally broke. Well, down in that hole, got an old Tomback button. You can see the kind of silvery coming through because of the mixture that made the Tomback. I don't see any decoration on it. There might be something around the edge. That Tomback button was right over there. I came up, turned, came back up, and look. Ball button. The back's missing. But it's still got some gilt left on it. Sorry, got dirt in my mouth doing that. Alright, cool. That's got a lot of gilt. Probably the most gilt I've found on a ball button. That could be in there. Sometimes they're pushed down inside. This gave a good signal. Big old ring. Sure this is for horse tack. I was getting a scratchy sound. I pulled out a nail. And then it cleared up. I got something right over here. Let's see what this is. This is a buckle. Yep. Some kind of old buckle. Yeah, that's what that is. I'm just going to look at the rush. Sure looks like a spur buckle. I think that's what that is. Somebody's telling me that these little small buckles like this are usually spur buckles. That's cool. Well, down in that hole, an old spoon bowl. It's a good signal actually, even though it's iron. Wow, I don't know what this is. It looks awesome. Might be the end of a sword tip or something. It's got eagles and stuff on it. Oh man. Alright, well, right where I found that that tip, I think I filmed it on a piece of a pot. It's got a little handle left on there. Alright, down in that hole, suspender buckle, most complete one like that I've seen. It may be 1800s Civil War, I don't know. I'll have to clean up. There's some markings on it, I just can't see. Alright, right there, looks like a fer-de-lis on it. Yep, pretty sure that's what that is. Might be a date on there somewhere, patent. Well, come on the other side of the woods from where that dug pond thing is, or whatever that hole. And first thing I got's a old buckle. So it might have been, I think there was a house right where they dug that big pit. But there might have been something across from it too. So, or maybe it was a field at one time. So down in that hole, I just dug a big giant sheet of copper. They were cutting on or something. Well, down in that hole, a musket ball, a nice one too, nice dropped one. Well, there's a nice brass debuckles down in that hole. Alright, there's stuff on the side of the road, but we'll have to give it a good shot another day. I'm going to get out of here. I'll show you the stuff in a wrap-up. Don't forget the like button. And subscribe if you're not subscribed. Alright everyone, welcome to the paper towel wrap-up. Not a lot of finds, but we got some good things here on the paper towel. So let's go over what we found on this hunt. Not a lot of stuff from that first area I went into, just a 1953 wheat penny. The rest is from that second area I went into. We got that ball button with the missing base. We got an overalls button. This one's got stars and 2 trains on it, if you can see it. Got the keyhole cover for a padlock. Got the big flat button, dandy button I guess you'd say. It is Tomback, which is a mix of tin and zinc. Sorry, not tin and zinc, tin and copper. It does have that mound on the back with the wire shank, which indicates to be about 1765. Got a D-buckle with the pin still on it. We got that little ring, maybe a chain length. You can see the wear on each side of it. It's used for a long time. Got another buckle, maybe a spur buckle. And it's finished off by hand because you can see where it was finished around the edges. We got the suspender buckle. This is probably mid to late 1800s. We got some lead items. Piece of melted lead, another piece of melted lead, and a musket ball. Pretty nice musket ball. We got a plume holder for a Shako hat. Shako hats have been around for a long time. They have a military version, 1833 on up. This might be post-Civil War, I'm not sure. It's all there, it's just folded over on the end, and you can see this would have been attached to the top of the hat. And this one would have been probably an officer, which would have had feathers in it. The enlisted men had like a wool plume on theirs. Alright, there it is. Maybe you guys know more about that than I do. I could be off base on it, but it's pretty neat. It's the find of the day. Alright, I hope you enjoyed the hunt, and if you're not subscribed, please subscribe, and if you haven't liked the video, hit the like button, and I will see you at the next hunt.